all the guys that I wheel with, we actually didn't really know each other too well just a couple years ago, and we ended up connecting with our fondness, our liking, or I guess our obsession with military vehicles. And my name is Garrett Robertson, but a lot of people call me Boots. I still don't know why they call me Boots. It must be the boots every day. For me, I was the only person in my neighborhood, in my area, that was an off-road enthusiast. I knew two guys that had CUCVs in my area, but they just liked to drive them around. And for me, I was literally the only person who had a vehicle like this. So every time that I met another guy that had one, it was funny. They were so like me, you know. All of their interests were the same. We were like-minded. I mean, when you find a person like this, they're all very similar people. So they all like adventure, and for me, it was just us now sticking together, and we all learn from each other, and we all help each other out. You know, when one person's in need, they don't hesitate to reach out, and it's a good camaraderie.
The experience I get with it with my friends, I mean, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. We get to see a ton of cool places. We get to kind of get away from the mass people, if you will. It's nice to find solitude even though you're with a group of friends. We just strive to come out here and explore and experience as much as we can. You know, we just go as far as we can away, and we got to prepare as much as we can for it. So we have to equip our vehicles with the best of everything we can afford.
My name's Joshua Tyner. I'm from Bucyrus, Ohio. I came out to California because I'm in the military. When we go out here, we're out sun, rain, snow, cold in the wind. It doesn't matter. We're out here to do it because we're all on a certain schedule, and we have to find time to make our trips, you know, worth it. And you just kind of go with what you got, and that's what you got to go with it. And that's what really makes a trip sometimes.
Military makes things that are so strong and so robust that, you know, they're able to really withstand a heck of a beating. And when I got this vehicle, I went through everything. When I first got it, the electrical system was terrible. It wasn't shifting right. I mean, there were a ton of problems, and so for me, I had to go through and figure out all of those problems. And for me, electrical was the biggest headache. These vehicles are 24 volt. They have 2 batteries, they have 2 alternators, and so if you have any issues with all those, it can just really foul up your whole system. And trying to get a jump start from a 12 volt vehicle, trying to start it on a 24 volt, you can't do it. For me, having reliability and reliable parts on this vehicle is key. I mean, I put on oversized alternators that belong on an international truck, you know, on a big rig, and I put in, you know, my favorite batteries. You know, I dropped in my yellow top batteries, and for me, it's just, I want to have something that's going to be reliable, that's always going to get me home. The places that I go are so far away that if you have a catastrophic failure, you can be stuck there for a long time. And, you know, as prepared as I can be with this giant box, you know, it's complete necessity for me to have things that I trust. That's why I go oversized on everything. You know, all that I have it's all tough, and it's meant to withstand a heck of a beating, because, you know, we definitely put these trucks through some serious abuse.
Well, I found it on Craigslist, and you know, I kind of grew up around square bodies, found this one, and it's everything I ever could want for and more in a truck. I've been building this into a kind of a 4x4 mobile apartment, if you will. I have a bed, there's a shower, onboard shower in there with heated water, and you know, I could take it just about anywhere.
what drives me? All this, everything behind us, all this beautiful view, you know, I mean, it's endless. The amount of places that I can go and the sights that I can see and the people that I meet. This vehicle has just become, you know, the catalyst that I can get out there and have adventure. For me, I live in this city and I love this city. You know, I've got all the convenience of modern life, but for me, I'm around too many people, and although I love people and being social, I like to escape, and I like to escape to nature, a place where I can, you know, nature is my religion. I come out here and this is me practicing my religion, being peaceful, being with nature, and being outside. I do it for being out here, breathing that fresh air and seeing the stars and being with nature, being with the animals. It's rad, and if I can share that with other people, as many people as I can, I mean, the better. You can't really convince anyone to do this because this isn't really for everyone. You know, I have some friends who, they just don't understand it. Why do you go to the desert? Why do you go to the mountains? Why do you go do what you do? And for those people, it's just, don't worry about it, don't go. But the people who do show that slight interest, or the people who are hungry to go out and explore, for me, it's just telling them about the experience, you know, the camaraderie, about going out and being with your friends or being with your family, being with the people that you care about, and going and exploring amazing places. I mean, having a vehicle that has four-wheel drive, that can get you out someplace, and has the ability to carry a bunch of gear. I mean, what could be better than being out in nature, setting up your hammock, setting up your tent, and hanging out with your best friends or your family? I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't get much better than that.